How's it, guys? Welcome to another episode of Bakkie Kak Praat. So today we got a very interesting truck that we're going to be talking about. It's a 2012 3500 truck that we've imported, and yeah, we built this with quite a few unique features. So we've put some single wheels on the back, which is called a super single conversion, what we basically do is put a spacer on the front hub to space the front wheel out, because on the dualies, this truck started out as a dually. Basically the front wheels are in and the back wheels go combined. So what we've done is put a spacer on the front wheel, knock that out, and then put the big wheels on the back. So also a 6-inch lift kit, very nice I think add-on for this truck. You know, the dualies are unique in its own, but I think with this conversion it just makes it totally different. So a couple other features. This has got the flares that we've also added, and that just makes it that little bit wider, because the wheels that we opted with was very wide. I think they're 12 inches wide, 20-inch rims, so a lower profile wheel, but it works very well on this truck. Another nice feature is the exhaust stacks. So it's also very unique to this truck. There's one or two other trucks that we've done with the exhaust stacks, but yeah, not normally on all the trucks. You know, it's borderline, I think, taste wise, but a lot of guys like it, a lot of guys don't. I think just in general it's quite an intimidating vehicle. It's wider than the normal Rams, so it's even bigger. It's higher than most of them. It's got these stacks, and it's this intimidating fire engine red, flame red color from Ram. So really an awesome truck in its entirety. I think it's just totally intimidating on the road as well. So much attention. I mean, we've been here doing a couple of photo shoots and whatever, and everybody that goes past the truck is rubbernecking. So you'll see these guys coming past now. They'll definitely take a look. Just can't miss it. See what I mean? Anyway, so let's go for a drive and tell you a little bit more about the truck when we drive. It's obviously got the Cummins 6.7 diesel. It's a 2012 model. It's got about 60,000 miles on it now, so 100,000 Ks. It's been around for quite a while, but very well looked after truck, and definitely a tow vehicle. I mean, this has towed boats all its life, big boats. I think in the States we can now tow with this up to 11 tons or 14 tons or something like that. Legally homologated in South Africa for 5.9 tons, so yeah, quite a load. So another feature that we've never mentioned on the videos before is most of the Rams has got this little button there, which is remote start. So mostly in the States that would be used to warm up your truck in winter time when it's all snowed in, but you press that button twice and the truck will start itself, and it can warm itself up. Let's take a drive. So like I said, 2012 model, 60,000 miles on the clock, so about 100,000 Ks, 95,000 kilometers. Beautiful truck, drives so smoothly. It's the Cummins 6.7 diesel, standard. I think the 2012 model's made 262 kilowatts or something like that, and about 1,085 Newton meters. This has obviously been probably modified to some extent. It's got some sort of tuner on it. I think it's the Race Me Ultra or something. So probably in the region of about 1,200 Newton meters with the tow setting, because that's what Henny will probably use it most, and closer to 300 kilowatts. More than enough, actually. So let's go for a small drive. So I think something that is unique on these diesel trucks is the torque, and we've mentioned it in a couple of the other videos on the other 6.7 and 5.9 Cummins trucks that we've reviewed, but it's, I think, more noticeable on this truck because it seems bigger but still makes a lot of power and makes it feel nimble. in a way. You know, it just goes. You put your foot down, there's no lag. It's got a lot of power, and acceleration is phenomenal. It's not what you would expect in a small car or a bigger car like this. It surprises everybody. So something that's also not expected is how light the steering is. You can literally at a standstill turn it with one hand, and it's got these massive wheels on, which became a problem with most of the bigger trucks that we've done lift kits and put these big wide wheels on, because it just grips so much on the tar that turning it becomes difficult, and it puts a lot of strain on the steering components. So the option that most of these guys then opt for is a system called a DodgeRam, or a hydraulic cylinder that gets added onto the steering and gives you an additional hydraulic assist, literally with this hydraulic cylinder pushing to the left or pulling to the right, and it just makes it so light on the steering wheel, makes it a pleasure to drive, and really surprising on how easily you can get around town. How small other cars look. Torque, and the 6-speed box is automatic, is just beautiful, smooth, and slips through the gears. Wouldn't even notice the gear changes. It's also got an exhaust brake, which is pretty much standard on all the 6.7 trucks after 2007 in the States, and that works on the VGT turbo that closes the exhaust and gives you the exhaust brake feature. Very nice, saves the brakes. Everybody looks. So pity we can't hook a big boat or something today and show the guys how it tows, but this is ideally a tow vehicle, like I said before. It's so stable because it's much wider than even the standard Rams, because of the Dually and the wider wheels at the back. So very stable tow vehicle. Much longer, it's the mega cab, a lot of space in the back. All the creature comforts. We've got speedo cruise, we've got obviously air conditioning, ventilated and heated front seats. These seats are all electric windows. So for a 2012 spec truck, this is got everything. There's not much that you need extra. Quite a view from up top.
Yeah.
Okay, so a good, I think, judge of how nimble the truck can be and how easy it is to maneuver. It's always the Burger King test. So we managed to maneuver the F650 through there with a bit of difficulty, but I think this one should be a little bit easier. It's not as high, it's as wide, but it's not as loud. So we should be able to do it without switching off. Successful. We ordered some ice cream. Don't tell my wife. And yeah, I think you might see that. Yes.
Thank you.
It's actually not too bad. I had to do one reverse. So.
And you can't curve.
Did I? I didn't notice. So, thanks guys for checking out our video on the 3500 truck, and be sure to subscribe and like and switch on your little alarm, and then you'll see all our videos coming up. So, thank you.